Hello and welcome back to Garry's Pod. I've made a deal with myself off screen. I mentioned this in the last show as well. My goal is not to have an Israel commentary channel. That's not what I'm looking for. Certainly, Israel is giving me endless amounts of things to talk about, and they are an easy target for this sort of thing. But it's just not that's not the essence of this YouTube channel. At this channel's heart is sketch comedy. And I don't even know if I would call it comedy in all cases. It's just me making sketches with my friends. That's what I enjoy doing the most and what I would like to continue to do. But I enjoy making these because it just gives me the opportunity to do something. Whether or not this show does evolve into something else is still up in the air. I, d- it's difficult. I don't want it to be about Israel, but like I said in the last episode, you don't feel right if you don't talk about this kind of stuff. And maybe what I've said so far is enough, and I can start enjoying the channel again. I would like to do that. So today I'm going to talk less about Israel. I don't know if I'll be able to make it through the entire thing without talking about Israel, but less about Israel is the goal for now. I really wish I could just not talk about them ever, but we'll see what ends up happening. I'd like it if they could disappear from the news and if things could start to shape up better for everyone involved. We'll go ahead and we'll get the show started. I don't want to look at the news. I feel like I want to take a break from real life, so I'm going to walk you through a little bit of what I'm working on. I spoke with the actor for Joey Salads. Joey, if you aren't familiar with him, he is a character on the Boshi Crew channel that I love quite a lot. We put him together back in high school. I believe it was high school. It could have been middle school. Whenever Joey Salads, the YouTuber, the YouTube prankster, was pretty big, we thought it would be interesting or funny to create a fake Joey Salads. We just used the name, not his likeness. The Joey Salads that we made is completely different. So I think I am fine with moving forward with using his name. We have some other characters that we've brainstormed, but we haven't ever created anything using it. But I spoke with the actor for Our Joey Salads. Also, important to note, Our Joey Salads has a different spelling. His name is spelled different than the YouTube prankster Joey Salads. But I spoke with our actor at a family reunion and started to discuss future video ideas. He's a busy guy these days. He did not go on to become a Broadway actor, and I didn't go on to become any type of impressive director or producer. Instead, we did normal people things, got jobs, had children, and those tend to get in the way of certain things. However, as I love this, or because I love this channel so much, and I really enjoy what I used to do as a younger man, I still want to brute force more Joey Salads content if possible. So we're working on something. It's still in its infancy. I don't even know if the egg's fertilized yet, but I would like to bring Joey Salads back in one way or another, or at least shift the video content on the channel away from more formal content like this and back towards sketch content. Sketch content doesn't do very well these days, but my goal with this YouTube channel was never to make it into a job. Um, I just loved watching Filthy Frank, uh, and Brandon Rogers. I thought they were really really funny. I loved Smosh. Smosh was the first YouTube channel I ever watched as a young man, and I loved it. Was so entertaining, and I really make the YouTube videos for myself. The sketches are really fun. I made them in high school because I knew that a lot of my friends enjoyed watching them. But these days, it'll purely be for me. I just love making the sketches. So I'm working on some stuff. I have this habit of making things way bigger than they need to be. And then because I've inflated the idea so much in my head, it becomes impossible to actually execute it. Like what started out as me brainstorming a Joey Salads idea turned into me wanting to make a Metal Gear Solid movie, which as a single, not single, I'm in a loving relationship, but as a single dude, as an individual man, making a Metal Gear Solid movie all by yourself would probably be pretty difficult. So I'm trying to bring things back in to Joey Salads and rely on the people that I know enjoy the channel as well, and the people who have in the past proven to be good with the Joey Salads character and universe. Um, there's a lot more to that sentence, then or that I'm not going to go into, because like I said, people, the world changes. We all go out and do different things, and um, you can't necessarily expect that everyone will want to be a 15-year-old playing a character in a silly skit anymore. But personally, I do. I just love it so much that I have no problem with existing in that universe or being a part of it anymore. It's so much fun to me. But as a sneak peek, we left the channel off with a teaser trailer. Um, I'll throw up either I'll throw up some of the trailer, or I will throw up some screenshots from it. But we left the channel off with a teaser trailer for the return of Joey Salads to the channel, and we were all really excited about that. But once again, the video just became so we just blew it up so big again that we never ended up making it. So let's see, five, no, not 5 years ago. Holy cow, it was almost 5 years ago. Yeah, August 18th, 2021, we teased the Joey Salads finale. It was a 37-second video we put together. I might as well show the trailer, um, and I'll watch it here myself really quick, just so I can be reminded of kind of what we put together. Okay, yeah, I mean, it was very open-ended. All you know is that Joey Salads is hurt somewhere. He's laying out in the woods. Um, there was a watch, someone running. We just knew we wanted to make a video, but we didn't exactly know what we wanted the video to be. So that is what we had, and I don't have a whole lot still, but I have some better equipment, and I have a larger budget these days. So the only currency that I'm missing is time. It's a lot harder these days to come up with the time to invest into something like this, especially whenever the people that I'm working with also have variable lives that are constantly changing and shifting. So it's really difficult to make something like that happen. Like I said, I want Joey Salads to happen. Even if it's not brought back to a full um serialized thing, I would like to be able to cap off the series. That would be perfect. Just to be able to say this was Joey Salads did end. Like it wasn't something that was just a couple of stupid kids. Like I want there was a younger version of me that was, when putting together these videos, expected there to be more. He didn't make them expecting to give up on them and forget about them. And so I feel like I owe it to him to at least put a bow on it and to shift the channel in a different direction, but in a way that is still creative and lighthearted and fun. That's why the last two episodes of Garry's Pod, which have focused on world events and the economy and global politics, they were fun to make because I like making videos. I like making and editing videos, but ultimately they just didn't feel right because it's not what the channel was created for. The channel was created initially probably to be a gaming channel because we were so obsessed with Smosh games whenever we made it. And I would love to make gaming videos, but I just the most fun I ever have is with my friends, and I don't want to push a camera in their face anytime that I'm playing video games with them. But the secondary purpose of the channel was to make Smosh sketch type content with my friends, and we tried to weave that into all of my school projects that I had to upload. Some of my school projects are still on the channel because we included characters like Joey Salads. So the channel means a lot to me. I'm going to continue working on it. The the video that I'm working on right now is going to include a lot more of me in it. which I think I've only ever been in one video, which is the tunnel exploration team featuring FaZe Rug, where I don't remember. We were just playing around on the playground and recording it. That's the first video I ever made with Joey. But yeah, the new thing that I'm working on is going to follow me a lot more. Hopefully the production quality is a little bit better. I have better equipment since then. It'll be more, it'll be like an investigative documentary type thing, or a video journal. A video journal is probably a better way of putting it. And I will be leading a one-man hunt for Joey Salads, which essentially it will allow me to put a bow on the series whether Joey is available or not. If Joey's available, then that's fantastic. That is such great news. We can end the Joey Salads saga with Joey Salads. That would be awesome. But if Joey ends up not being able to help out with the video, or if the timeline for this just grows so long that it no longer makes sense to drag it anymore, I can myself just say, Joey Salads is gone. Maybe one day he'll be seen again, but for now we must do whatever. You know, there's not a lot concrete about it yet, and I love the series so much and the character, and perhaps it's a heavy case of nostalgia that is keeping me so invested in this. But I don't think that nostalgia is a bad thing, especially if it's, there's not taxpayer money or investors that have poured anything into this. It's just me. I just love it. So if I'm not doing it for money, I just really enjoy making sketches and skits. Um, I like to record YouTube videos and to edit them. I have a job that I would sure like to have for a long time. So I don't need to make Joey Salads. I just love it. And I'm fine with shifting the channel in any direction. I'm excited to get to work again. In fact, once I end this recording, that's probably what I'll do, is I will go to work on some Joey Salad stuff. I might record some footage, but I'm already overthinking it in my head, so we'll see. We'll see if that ends up happening. Today I had a feeling today was going to be a short episode, primarily because of me wanting to avoid any discussion of Israel or geopolitics or world events. When you take the most tantalizing and polarizing things off the table, what you're left to talk about is usually not that exhilarating. Like today's video, this podcast episode, is kind of only for me. Nobody's going to click on this video stoked to hear about Amos's high school Joey Salads YouTube series. And that's okay. I like I said, and I will continue to say for a long time, I just love this, man. I just love it. It's so much fun, and I encourage everyone out there to just make fun videos with your friends. Maybe you don't have to upload them to the internet because the internet's getting scarier and scarier every day. And honestly, it's been said a million times, but once something's uploaded to the internet, it never really goes away. So be prepared that, you may be at work 5 or 6 years after you upload a video, and your coworkers have found a sketch of you and your friends running around in the woods. But we've only got a little bit of time here on Earth, man. Just have fun. Just have fun. And if you want to be a content creator or some sort of person that's going to make money off of creating videos or whatever else on the internet, my best advice to you as somebody who is not one and has only ever failed at content creation is to just continue doing it. There's a big fear for content creators and for young people that want to make videos that they're going to be cringy. It's going to look stupid. It's going to be embarrassing. But I read this on Instagram, and it is that every small content creator is just one small cringy phase away from being the next big content creator, which is great because I mean, your hobbies they're only cringy, they're only embarrassing uh until they are successful. And keeping that in mind, I think, is really helpful for younger people that are trying to get into stuff, or get into fields that aren't, welding. Is It's gonna be embarrassing for a second to tell somebody that you want to be a painter. It's gonna be embarrassing for a while because they're gonna say, "Well, what's your real job gonna be?" And it'll be even more embarrassing to say, "Well, I would like to make money off of doing these kinds of things." But whenever you finally do make money off of it, it's going to be pretty legit. People are going to come to you in a whole different light. So I would encourage people to do it. There was another. I encourage you to look up. I believe it was a Jim Carrey graduation speech that he gave, where he said that, and I'm going to butcher this, and I apologize, but this has stuck with me since I heard it. And he essentially said that his dad always wanted to be, and I think it was an actor. But like I said, I'm just kind of, this is off the dome. He said his dad wanted to be an actor, but he knew that it was a rocky and highly competitive job, hard to land, and so instead he became an accountant. It was an easier job, it was safe, very secure, and he lost the job. So Jim Carrey says what he learned was that you can fail at doing something you hate. So why not take a chance at doing something you love? And that's incredible to me. Incredible to me. And it has stuck with me significantly, and I try to share it with other people as often as I can, because as I said earlier, we have so little time here, so little time. Our time on this earth is so limited, and we can't do everything that we want to do, but we should at least try to do something that we want to do. Try to do at least one or two things. I get so much tunnel vision around retirement. That has been my entire focus for for the past few years, is ensuring that I am funding my IRA and my 401k as much as I can. Which, I mean, I'm not going to change that. I'm going to continue to fund them well. It's something that I do really care about, but I don't want to get to retirement and then say I spent my best years doing nothing. And I suppose that I'm in a different spot. I do try to enjoy my time, but I don't do things that I love very often. And the things that I do they're not high risk. It's just stuff that I enjoy doing. What I do really, really love to do is make videos. It's so much fun. I like to direct things. I like to write things. I like to edit things. So this podcast is a good outlet for me and a great way for me to brainstorm these types of things. Because even if I don't have all the resources, I don't have all of the cast, I don't have the volunteers, I don't have the weather or whatever to make a Joey Salads video, I can sit at my computer and put on my headset and sit in front of this office desk, and I can still create something that is at least, it shares a percentage of the DNA of what the Boshi Crew channel is supposed to be. So I appreciate you for listening to the podcast. This is my favorite one I've made so far, because I've just got to be honest about a lot of things that I care about, and it's allowed me an opportunity to reflect on those things. I'm really thankful to whoever decides to listen to this. This isn't necessarily something that I would listen to if I wasn't invested in the Joey Salads experience or the Boshi Crew channel. Um, but I appreciate you listening. I assume that the people that will listen to this will probably be people who have interacted with Joey Salads in the past. So I'm excited to upload this. I messed around with my OBS settings because I had to reinstall Windows. So whenever I reinstalled Windows, I had to reinstall OBS. I had to reinstall Gmod. Anything that was on my computer prior, I lost. So I had to reinstall everything. And my audio filters for my microphone are all different. So I am expecting my sound levels to be all over the place. So I do apologize if you're listening to this and it sounds different, or if some of my sentences are being cut off at the beginning or the end, or if it's sounding wavy or faint. I assure you I will try to work that out before I record anything else on this. I just really wanted to make something today, and I'm gonna stop humming and hawing and just get this over with. Thank you for listening.